I want to show you guys what I'm working on here today. I finally got the old four-wheeler out. This is the $500 four-wheeler. You probably saw the video of it from last year. This is the first time I've had it out this year, and the only problem with it is the battery is super weak. Battery's under the seat, and I charged it up. Got it, I actually started it using the battery charger. Got it down here. We rode it around yesterday when the family was over here. Had a good time with it, and I went to put it away last night, and I couldn't get the thing started, so that battery is just pooched. Other than that, everything is good on this thing. Really no problems at all. Tires were a little low. I put some air on all the tires, so they're looking really good. Everything's good on the suspension. Chain's good. Check the oil. Oil's good. This thing isn't too bad for what it is. I still have the original keychain that was on it. They gave me. There's Taz. But not too bad, but I'll show you what I'm working on here today to get that battery fixed. That was the important thing. Here's my operation. That's the charger that my father-in-law gave me. And this is the battery that I have. This is actually really cool. The guy that sold me the four-wheeler, he gave me this battery along with it. This is a Die-Hard battery. And the crazy thing about this is the first battery I've ever had that you had to actually put your own battery acid into. So this is the battery fluid. Very dangerous stuff. So I was out here, I had my glasses on. So I was out here looking like a scientist, and I had rubber gloves on and all that stuff, but I really didn't need it. I mean, there was no leaks at all. It went really well. You basically just cut the top of this off. Then you put this hose inside there, and then you have to fill up each of these channels individually. So each of these has a top on there. You basically have those off, and then you fill that one, fill that one, fill that one, so forth. And then I guess it's on this side. It shows you the lines that you have to fill it up to. So each one of these little cells in here, you fill it up. You better get away from that. But you fill all these up, and then you have your battery full, and that gives it about a 50% charge, and then you hook the charger up to it and charge it the rest of the way. And I've had this thing on there for like 2 hours, and it's still not showing a full charge, but I'm going to take it off and put the battery into the four-wheeler, and we'll see if we can get this thing going here today. Back at the four-wheeler, I'm going through the process of taking these leads off, and then I'm going to take this old battery out, and we're going to put the new one in, and hopefully it works properly. There, I got that out. As you can see, it looks pretty dirty in there, and what that is it's cardboard. The guy that I bought this from put cardboard in there around the battery, I guess to keep it from rattling around, but then he let it sit outside, which you can see it's all oxidized on the paint, and it got wet, so the cardboard's basically affixed to the side of the battery. The good news is the battery that I took out is exactly the same as I'm going to put in, and I think this should work out pretty well. New battery is installed. The camera's sitting on the hood of the Nissan. Let's see if this thing fires up. Use that. Here we go. Started up no problem. New battery. Everything looks good. Let's put some lights on here. Lights are working. Looks nice. You know I gotta take this thing for a ride now, and I'm gonna take you along. In reverse. Alright, open and drive. Okay, here we go. Up at the barn. Of course, I'm riding this without a helmet on. I should probably invest in one. I do have a cheap one. I'll show it to you here. Here's the helmet I was telling you about. My father-in-law got this for like $1 at a yard sale. It's pretty early 90s looking. I don't know how much protection this thing actually offers, but it's probably better than wearing nothing. And it actually does fit. There's some helmet action for you. You can see how goofy this thing looks, but you never know. It's better to look silly than to end up with a cracked open skull. So there you have it. That's the return of the $500 four-wheeler. If you don't know the backstory on this thing, I'll put a link to the original video below from last year telling you about how I got this thing and all the specifics on it if you're curious. But not too bad. I got this out this year for the first time now. We put some air in the tires. I replaced the battery and learned how to do something that I didn't know how to do before, and that was pretty awesome. I always loved being able to fix something that I couldn't have fixed on my own otherwise or knew how to do. So now I can add replacing a battery to my repertoire, and we got this thing up and running. So you can expect a lot more videos from this summer now that I have it up and running. And if you're interested, you can go back and look at some of the old videos that I had. They're all mostly in a GoPro playlist that I created on this channel, just to show off the GoPro, because it's perfect for wearing a GoPro when you're riding this thing around. So that's the $500 four-wheeler brought back to life. Thanks for watching, and I'll have another video up here soon.